Can you imagine another dude just ravaging your chick and then something came out of her, and then you had to take care of her, and then you gonna kiss her and tell her that you love her for the rest of your life, and yo, his son is my son. Man, that's a level of pain that I couldn't imagine having. I couldn't imagine take care of another man's son. That's wild. That's wild to me. Am I off? If I'm off, help me to understand that I'm off. If I'm off, then help me to understand where I'm off. I'm curious. I see somebody thought that they was gonna cam up, but apparently they decided otherwise. If I'm off, help me to understand where I'm off. How am I off about that? You know how heartbreaking it is? You know why it's so much more difficult for a man to get over cheating than it is a woman? Because inherently, uh, a man has a tool that enters or a key that opens multiple different locks. A woman is not supposed to be for everybody. Be loved. That is drama. That is more than drama. That is trauma. That is trauma. A woman's body goes through trauma when they have a child in pregnancy. Her body is traumatized. It's like PTSD having a child. Have y'all ever been in the delivery room? I was there when my daughter was born. It was the wildest thing, one of the wildest things at the time that I've ever seen in my entire life. Her body was traumatized. That's another man growing something inside of you like an alien. It's like an alien busting out of your stomach. It is literally, because a lot of y'all having C-sections. And then somebody else is supposed to take care of that and nurture that and make sure that that's cool. Where they do that at, Harpo? So, the first step in identifying whether or not a woman is a wife or she's just for everybody is whether or not she has children out of wedlock. Okay? The second step in identifying whether or not a woman is for the streets or she is potentially a wife, and I know a lot of y'all don't want to have this conversation, is how many bodies that she has. What is a suitable number, in your opinion, of whether or not a woman has had too many bodies to take serious as a potential wife or a person that you want to get in a relationship with? How many bodies is too many bodies? Just curious. In y'all professional opinion, how many bodies is too many bodies for a woman to be taken seriously? Because I've had somebody tell me one time, oh, you know what? I mean, I know that she sleeps with a lot of men, but they just looking for love. Is this a TV show or a sitcom? Is this a TV show or a sitcom? How many bodies is too many bodies before you can actually make a decision of whether or not you want to marry a woman? Just curious. Let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. 10, 5, 2. Let me see. What's these other? 1, 5, 8, 5, 3, 2, 5, 6. I'll say this, right? I'm going to say this. Anything over 5, agree anything over 5. Shayla is saying 5. I'll say this. Let's say this. If you can put it like this, y'all. I like to break things down from a completely different perspective, from a C student's perspective. All right? If you can deal with the idea that, let's say that I slept with the chick that I was a previous partner for a chick that you're about to marry, right? I got to use myself as an example because I know what my mindset is going into the bedroom, right? And let's say, for example, she don't want to talk about it. She gonna call you a fuck boy if you ever say anything about me or what's your body count or anything like that. I'm gonna read that super chat shortly, right? When I'm done with her, this is the God's honest truth. I am going to absolutely destroy her. And when I say destroy her, I'm not talking about like, aggressive or nothing like that. But like, I'm going to absolutely dig her out. Like, I'm a digger, dig her out. Like, I'm gonna make her love me. I'm gonna tell her to open her. Hey, don't close your mouth. Don't. I want you to leave your mouth open the entire time. Right? Like, I'm going to grab her. Listen, we gonna get real today. I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna grab one cheek. I'm gonna lift one leg up. I'm gonna leave one leg down, and then when I turn her over, I'm gonna grind on her from the back. It's a strong possibility she's gonna take the whole load. Now, think about this for a second, right? If you're able to then take what was done to her, because she did get in the shower, right? And you able to take what was done to her, and then you're still able to embrace her as a person that is supposed to wear a white dress once she goes to the altar, and she's gonna cry and say, "I love you. I think that you," and y'all are gonna write y'all own vows and everything like that, right? Because I'm very passionate. Like, I believe in being emotionally connected at the time of laying down next to the person that you are going to have sex with, right? And like all of that, like, I believe in missionary. Missionary is one of the greatest positions, right? Because you can literally bend her body and do different things to her that she didn't even know was possible. And when you go into a chick, right, and it's a thing, and then she do that thing where she presses up against your chest or your stomach because you went too far, and you say, listen, I'm not gonna hurt you, just relax. And then she eases back up, and then you continue to go in, and then whatever happens after that, if you can take her as yours after that happens, then I think that you are a great man. Now, multiply that times 3, and then 4, and then 10. And then it's a lot of women that got 20 bodies and all of that other type of stuff. Now, remember, the bodies don't also include how many times she were with that particular person, right? So just because she says she's been with 20 people doesn't mean that she hasn't been dug out 500 times.